to PM Anonymous. Today we have a question that is something that I'm sure many people have to deal with on a daily basis, and that is meetings. Some meetings are good, some meetings are necessary, but certainly one thing that is not good in a meeting is when people are not paying attention. So Phil, what do you recommend for people who have senior managers in meetings that are just simply not engaged in that meeting and what's at hand?
It could be a really big problem, especially when senior management needs to give their 2 cents and you're asking them a question and they've spaced out like this poor project manager is asking, what should I do since they are in senior management? It kind of makes me laugh. It's not what should I do, period. It's what should I do since they're in senior management. Yeah. Well, senior managers need to be called to order. They need to respect themselves for one, but also the PM needs to respect him or herself. I mean, PMs, do you really know that you are the belly button accountable person on the project? If you did, you'd call out senior management when they exhibit in bad behavior. And they'll maybe do it once or twice, but not a third time if they have any common sense, right? But jokes apart, my take on this is to leverage your sponsor, leverage the power of the sponsor. If you have a project sponsor that is meant to be your big brother on the project, helping you burst through the layers of the organization and get what you want, that person could have a chat with these folks. Something else that makes people do this is when they are distracted, one, or two, they are not engaged, because what you're saying is all stuff they already know, stuff they've seen in the report. You're almost schooling them through the report, and they're not really focused on anything because there's really nothing to be focused on. So I guess it really has to do with the agenda of the meeting and ground rules as well. So, you know.
Is it possible, though, that in this case, senior management has already given up? And is that a concern? Should we be recommending that the project manager go back and look at the baselines and the performance and then make whatever changes are necessary?
Yeah, and there's a variety of scenarios. Some of the scenarios could just be plainly, I'm not interested, or I have more important things to be doing. In that regard, I would say the PM should indeed get in touch with that stakeholder if possible and have a chat. Be open, be honest. If you really need something from that stakeholder, which is their attention, which you do, then be open and honest about it. You know, say, I feel that you're not really engaged on this project and, you know, I need your attention. I've actually had to call out not just a stakeholder, but a customer on an engagement. And what I said was, you're paying us good money and you want us to deliver quality training, but you're not available. We need you in these meetings. We need direction from you so that we can give your people value. And that stakeholder went back to the drawing board and felt, you know, Phil's right. I haven't been present. I've been absent. Or when I'm present, maybe not present enough. And changes were made. So senior management are not the untouchable little god in the middle of the room that should be left alone. No, they're the people who should be called out when they're not, you know, behaving themselves.
And they should lead by example. That's one of the key elements of being a good leader.
Absolutely.
Is doing what you expect everyone else to do. And in this case, behaving in a meeting and being part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Emily.